Hey everyone, I thought I would come on here and, well, you see what's on the screen, right? You see Ark Survival Evolved. Well, today I thought I would make a video, now, you may ask, why are you making a video on Ark Survival Evolved? Don't you play Ascended? Yes, I play Ascended. Do I think it's better than Evolved? Yeah. I have mods. But, I wouldn't glaze Ascended over Evolved any day. I wouldn't glaze it. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be, I'm gonna be, doing, in this video, I'm going to be going through 4 maps today. Lost, I'm going to be telling you guys what will change between each map. So, the 4 maps I'm talking about are ISO Crystal Isles, which is what I'm on right now. Valguero, Lost Island, and Fjördur. Basically, I'm going to be going through the game, just flying around, going through the game, to show you guys what will change. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so, where am I going to start? Let's start with the White Shoals. Or, basically this area. Basically the Crystal Isles of Crystal Isles. This area of the map is where you first spawn in. It's basically your starting zone. Kind of like how on the island you have the south zone 1 easy. This is your south zone 1 easy. So pretty much in this video I'm going to be going through this entire map, showing you what will change between Evolved and Ascended. Starting with here. So let's start with this little island right here. This little island right here will probably change really very, very much. Okay, and in which way? This island will be cut off from from all the other islands. Just like how on Ragnarok Ascended, there is a new island that's bigger. It's the same situation, same Shazam here. This island will get moved over here. Over out there. Pretty much to make this, like, bay area bigger. So base and all the rock formations on this map will also change. So these 2 rock formations here, they'll be put together, just like how on Ragnarok Ascended. The rock formations are, better built. They're actually made of rocks with grass on top. There's no mossy stone. This is the only place in Evolve that has mossy stone. And also, I would love to see you guys what you guys think. Would you like a playthrough of Ark Survival Evolved, starting fresh? I will have to use cheats a little bit, like God mode here and there for big things, like taming a Karka, so I don't get killed, because I won't find that Karka. I am not good with finding creatures, and I know for a fact that I will not be able to get to that Karka at all. What do I mean? I'll tell you what I mean. And also I'll be, spawning creatures for it to kill. To die and give to it. Like 1,000 something creatures to give to it. As in sauropods, pretty much. I'll be giving sauropods to the Karka. Spawning sauropods. Now, to you Ark Survival Evolved purists out there, I know exactly what you're gonna say. When you hear this, you're gonna be like, but that's not how you play the game. You have to survive. I know you do. I know that. I would do that. But I'll put God mode on instead of GCM because I don't want to, die. And also make it easier for me to get like Karkas and Gigas. Like God mode was something I will use for lore. Okay. Here's how I will do Arc. So I will evolved. If I do a series on this game. Number one, if I go to tame a Karka or a Giga, yes, either or, I am going to use God mode. Just to let you guys know. I know I just said that a second ago, but I'm kind of rephrasing what I'm saying so you guys kind of understand it from a better way of saying it. I'm gonna use God mode for for the massive dinosaurs like the Titanosaur, not and other ones like the Titanosaur, the Giga, and the Karka. Yes, the Titanosaur, the Giga, and the Karka. Now I will say what I mean by all those, because they are heavy hitters, and if I get hit once by them, I will die. And obviously, I'll pull the syntax trick of having all my creatures together. Well, taming them again, pretty much. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Kind of like how he did it. But this video is more so just a speculation video on how each map will change between their evolved counterpart and their Arc Ascended counterpart. So, yeah. Hold on a second, guys. Anyway, sorry for that bit of, for that long, pause, but I have company today. I forgot I did. But basically, in this video, I'm just going through the 4 maps that are not on Arc Survival Ascended yet. That's this map, which is Crystal Isles, Valguero, Lost Island, and Fjördur. But I'm gonna be going through the changes. So, starting with the rock formations. On Crystal Isles, you will find these big old rock formations over the water. They will be slightly changed from their evolved counterpart. So expect these to change. Expect all of this to change in Ark Survival Ascended. But also expect the snow biome to change. With one new addition all the way across the map. Now what do I mean? I'm talking about that mountain over there. This mountain right here. This one right here with all the electric glowing baubles on it. Glowing around it that's dark. That's very dark. This area with all the circles. Down here, that's actually scared me. Down here used to be a brood mother. A brood mud. What the frick was that? What just got me? What just stunned me? What stunned me? I don't think so. What stunned me? That was very weird. That was very weird. I don't know what stunned me, but something stunned me. Something in there, micro-raptored me. That was weird. But this area will definitely change. This is, by the way, called, if you're wanting to know, this is called Eldridge Isle. Eldridge Isle will have the biggest change of this map when it comes to Ascended. What do I mean? This area will become a new mini-boss area. Just like how Ragnarok has the Ice Worm Queen and the Lava Golem, this map was also meant to have a mini-boss. And that is one Broodmother. That's, we go up a bit. That's right in that hole right there. Right in that cave. Right in that cave right there. Is where that brood was. So, you can expect to see that brood appear, maybe. I don't know. When this was originally a modded map, there was a Broodmother in there. Because I think this was copied off of Valguero, I think? Basically, Dolly, the new lead community manager on Ark Survival Ascended, basically made this map. She made this. So obviously she will add everything that was in that was left out of this map back into it. Yes, because they can do that now. They used to not be able to do that, but now they can. Now what's the next area that's going to change? That might change. Can't. Words are hard. Words are hard to say. The next area that will change or see like a revamp / overhaul is definitely the Redwoods. The Redwoods is a part of the map that will definitely change. Now, what do I mean by this will change? It'll just get bigger. Like, there'll be more trees. It'll just get, like, a little bit bigger. There'll be more islands to this part of the map. To the Redwoods area, there will be new islands attached to this. So, expect, like, this, like, corner over here. Expect over here in this corner. Because this corner is very large. Now this map was meant to be bigger than this. Now, how do I know that? Because the devs made it that way. The devs were going to say that this was going to be the largest map to exist in the game. But they didn't necessarily lie. Because, see, look how far the ocean stretches. See, I just hit the wall. See? That's how far the ocean stretches. It just stretches to right here. That's how far the ocean goes. It was meant to go all the way over there. You see that? See the corner? It was meant to go all the way that way. It was meant to go all the way over there. When it was released. Before it was released on it back in 2021, back on in Ark Survival Evolved. This whole map was meant to be way larger than any map. But they had to downscale it because of lag issues. Pretty much the polar opposite to Ascended. Now they can just make it as big as they want. It won't lag. Like that's the thing with it. They can make Crystal Isles as big as they want, and it won't lag. It won't lag as bad anymore. Now the obelisks have changed a little bit from Evolved to Ascended. Now, the one thing you'll notice about these is, by the way, I'm just saying this for new players to Ark Survival Ascended and Evolved. The obelisks used to be able to go through them. Yeah, they did not have collisions at all. They were literally collisionless. They were collisionless meshes that just floated in the air. So you couldn't really do anything with them. They were just there. Pretty much, they were just a texture in the sky, pretty much. These big pillars that for the bosses were just big pillars that stood here. Now, one change I do hope that comes to Ascended, maybe it won't, maybe it'll be in Ark 2, who knows, is putting a broadcast board around it, showing which bosses are available so that the survivor knows, oh, this is a boss, I need to stay away from this. You know, basically when you've killed a boss, it'll show that boss is like hologram. It'll show that you completed it with a check mark showing a statue of the boss around it. But if it's still alive, it'll show it free roaming in the arena. Okay, so the next so now I went a little off topic there for a second, but the next area that will change in our survival ascent is this plains area. This plains area won't see much of a change. It'll just get flatter. Like this area will receive the most amount of change. Basically, this mountain here won't exist. It won't. These mountains in this area will not be here. They will not be here at all. I will say what I mean by that. Basically, they won't be here because they will sink them down. They will not be here anymore to make it as flat as possible for builds. Which is also part of the reason Ragnarok Ascended lags so much. Well, crashes the game. It's because since they added new islands, well, not since they added new islands, but since they basically recopied and pasted from their original map to Ascended, and it got like a remaster or like a reimagining of it. Pretty much what I'm gonna say is that in that map, the ground is so flat that I think it's glitching the game. I think the game can't tell that if you're walking on land or if you're walking on nothing. Basically, the game is having a problem understanding, pretty much. That's why on console, it's having a problem understanding the controls. Because it doesn't know, I think, what I'm trying to say is that the AI in the game that spawns you in is confused. It doesn't know where you're at, pretty much. It's basically lost you. Not like literally lost you. I meant like it's lost your camera. Like it's lost your POV because it doesn't know where you're at. That's what I mean. It's like it lost your point of view. It's basically losing your losing where you're at in the game, what part of the map you're at. Basically, in a way you could say it's taking your camera and flinging your camera halfway across the map, pretty much. Basically, it's like your camera's moving while you're not moving. That's why I'm saying it's confused. The black screen issue used to happen on Valguero, and now it's happening on Ragnarok. In Ascended, before Valguero. Because Valguero had flat grounds. You will see later in this video. But this area, this little swampy, flatland area, it will receive the most amount of changes. Now, what do I mean by it will receive the most amount of changes? I will greatly tell you. Basically, it's wavy, it's hilly, it's like bumpy, shall I say. It's got like little hills around this area. So whenever you're over here and you look down, it may not look like there's hills, but there is if you get closer enough to the ground. If you get close enough to the ground, you can tell that, oh, there are it's a bit, like it's got like little hills. It's a very hilly valley. You can literally tell. See, that's what I meant by it's like wavy plateau, shall I say? It's more of a plateau than a flatland. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Is this area will have the most changes because this is like assets from Ragnarok. This entire piece of this map is an asset from Ragnarok. Because it uses the same like highlands grass. Different trees, of course. Because, highlands did not have trees. But it's using like the highlands like ground map to make it look good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, this area, this foresty area, will also see another change. Basically, the trees will be like more spread apart, and this entire landmass will be gone. Yeah, pretty much. This, by the way, if you're just now tuning into this video, all these are predictions. These are not based on real things that'll happen. I don't know anything. These are just predictions. These are not really based on things that will actually happen, because they won't. But this entire area will change. Now one area that will receive the biggest change, well, two of the biggest changes, is over here. As I call it, the fire area, or the autumn area. This area, which by the way has my favorite color trees, by the way, please use them in the other when Genesis Ascended comes out. Please use these, because these actually fit the vibe of Genesis Part 2. Like, really dig. Basically, this volcano area was supposed to have, I think, magmasaurs, I think? See, this little lava area was meant to have a magmasaur in it. I think. I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly. I'll have to check. But this area was supposed to, I think, have phoenixes. Basically, this whole area was meant to have a phoenix. This whole area was meant to have phoenixes. It was meant to be like a phoenix nest. So basically, this is where you'd find your phoenixes, pretty much. Pretty much. Now, someone will have to remind me about that, though, because I'm not sure. I honestly do not remember. I remember some of it, but I don't remember all of it. But see, this area is obviously different, too. The other ones. I think this was for... I think a forest wyvern, I think. It was for blood wyverns, yeah, blood wyverns. This was like the... Now, crystal wyverns do exist. They do exist on this map. I will say that they do exist. It's just, they're in less quantities. I'll have to... Wait, hold on. I'll have to put this on... Sorry. I'll have to put this on from walk to leave... me alone. To put leave me alone on, so if I go up to a creature and smack it, it won't do anything. Like if I go all the way to the wyverns, they won't do anything. I think that's how this command works. Let me see. We find like a Ravager. By the way, there are Ravagers on this map. I will say that, they're all Ravagers. So I go punch this Perister. Okay, that did not work. Here, BRB. Okay, I finally got it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to pull up my keyboard and have the screen go dark and it confused everybody. Sorry about that. Now that should work. See, it worked. So yeah, I put enemy invisible on so I can go in the nests, in the wyvern nest, and show you where they reside, because they will probably have a change as well. Their look will change too, because they were in different places. They all reside over here. I think. Where are those crystal wyverns? Thought they were here. Are they disabled? Please don't say they're disabled. Where? What? Huh? Okay, that was very weird. It's like there's no creatures nearby. It's very strange. But anyway, tropical wyverns spawn in the tropical zone, which is over here, so there's a spino in the water. Over here. Basically, there are 3 types of wyverns. There's tropical, blood, and ember. Ember wyverns spawn in the ember zone, as I call it. Blood spawn in the same place. No, ember. There's 2 places where embers can spawn. Embers can spawn over there in the desert. Yeah, in the scorched earth area. Over here in this place right here. I haven't seen one, so I don't know if their spawns are broken or what. I mean, they could be. So I'm just... See, there are also griffins, too. So there's not just... wyverns, there's also griffins. Griffins spawn on this map as well. But the only downside is that they're on Ragnarok as well. Now, I will force tame a griffin to show you what they can do. It is... I'm going to let the thing be up here again. My keyboard. I'll have to do this every time. I'm so sorry. But... Okay, apparently I thought that would work. Yeah, there we go. Come here. Come here. Ah.
Griffin Magnificum is undoubtedly a sight to
See?
Many ancient
This is how a griffin works.
over the ages. What is never
Now this one's very slow, so yeah. This is what a griffin does. Basically it's basically just a tropio. Why is my thing like that? I hate it when it does that. Yeah, if the screen goes a bit wonky, I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that. And will Helena shut up? Can I make your audio stop, please?
Very poor decision. Its range of attacks makes it one of the most versatile predators I've witnessed.
Basically, it's just like a...
To intimidate potential hunters. It has the ability to dive from the sky to the ground with such force that it inflicts damage to anyone unfortunate enough to be below it, or carry its momentum back into a rapid uplift. The idea of pacifying such a beast is nothing to scoff at.
This is literally what it does.
Its highly independent nature and
See?
disinterest.
It's basically just a cat with a bird head.
Make the griffin a challenge to domesticate. However,
That's its left, that's its click. Now, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put infinite stats on so you guys can see this. Okay, guys, I'm back. And this is what griffins are known for. See, they have a grab. They can pick up survivors and small dinos. But what they also can do, if anyone's never played Ark before, they're able to do this, which is glide, which is my favorite part of this thing, is their ability to just swoop down and then straighten their wingspans back out, which is so cool to me. So you can angle your flying, see? And you don't even have to angle. You can go left, you can go right. You can't go up or down, but it's like a Tropicanathus. I'm gonna cryopod this though, so I can keep it in my pocket for the minute. But oh wait, I forgot to show you guys this. This is literally what a griffin does if you go way up in the sky. Now, obviously, YouTubers like Syntac and them will show you this, but obviously not every Ark viewer watches those YouTubers. So, I'm gonna show you what they do. They do this. This thing can do this. Yes. This thing has a ground slam, so if you're ever falling, like if you ever jump off a cliff with this thing and you fly and you aim straight down, you won't crash. You won't take damage, you won't crash. By the way, this thing is like really good as a DMG. See, 131. Like really good. Really good damage. This is, and all it has is a costume slot. So, see, all it has is a costume slot. So, that's what the Griffin does. That's what the Griffin does. And by the way, if at any point in this video I stop flying, just blame the inventory for that. Because sometimes the inventory can make me stop flying for some reason. Yes, it's an inventory bug with Evolved. Yes, people find it very... Okay, I'm going to explain this to every YouTuber who's ever said, it's weird that they would go back to the old game. It's not weird. It isn't. It's natural. If a game that is still in development, if they're still working on like their other game, they're gonna come back to this. Like, it's debatable that they will. Like, this is their original product. Like, why would they abandon their original product to add new stuff to it? Like, what? Yeah, I get Ark Survival Ascended has new exciting stuff, but this was the start of those awesome things. But I will go, but obviously these will have a greater overhaul. Like this zone, which by the way, if you want to know what this is called Emberfall. Emberfall will have like the biggest looking like revamp ever. Like I can imagine the trees will glow. Like glow red and orange, like fire. Now the next area, which is my personal favorite, is this little mountainous area. Now this area was home to rock drakes. Yes, this whole area was home to rock drakes. And I will show you what I mean. In this little area right here, in this little cavern area, if I can find it. See? There are holes where rock drake nests would be. Where they would have been anyway. I don't know why my hand just almost stopped. But see, there are literally, like, I can, like, stand in here. These are literally rock drake nest spots. Rock drakes were originally on this map when it first released on PC/Steam. As a mod. When this map came out as a mod, there were rock drakes already on it. This map was the pinnacle of easy grabs for rock drakes. But now, they're not. But on here, they're not here. So, when it comes to Ascended, they will be here. They will be here. They will be re-added to this map. Now, obviously, this whole area, if you want to know what this whole area is called, by the way, I'll let you guys see. This area is called Aphthosis. Aphthosis, this area of the map, of the Crystal Isles map, well, we'll see an overhaul that's bigger than you think. This area will be much bigger with more islands. Oh, shoot. Well, at least I won't despawn. So I'm not actually trying to despawn myself. But this area right here, Aphthosis, will get a massive overhaul. There will be more floating islands. See? Because they'll come out, see, there's like big old space here, so you could put another island here. You can put another island here. You can put another island way over there. And this area will also receive an overhaul, but probably not as big as Aphthosis or the Eldritch Isle area. The Eldritch Isle area also, mind you, with the power of UE5, will be darker than it's ever been. Really, I'm not even lying. That area will be pitch black. You won't be able to see dick diddly squat. Now, obviously, it won't be like, it won't be like you're in a cloud. No. Where your vision is like, you're in a cloud, your vision's kind of obscured. No. You'll just be able to see. You'll be able to see where you're going. It's just the area will be pitch black. Like, you won't be able to see, like, trees in the distance. You won't be able to see the sun. Nothing. Nothing. The only thing you'll be able to see is the light of your torch and the light of your shoulder pad. Yeah, that's how black that area is going to be. Because I'll even show you. Like, that area is extremely dark. At nighttime is what... Now, mind you, this area scares the bejesus out of me sometimes. So I'm not prepared for, like, the lightning strikes and the big booms. Like, the big lightning strike booms, I'm not prepared for it. As I would be. So when I go over here to Eldritch Isle, you will exactly see what I mean. Like, when I get close, see how it's like blue? See how it's like normal, like sky? You get over here, it almost like the sky almost darkens like 20-fold, and then when you go down in here, you see exactly what I'm referring to. See, there's even seekers in here. That's how dark it is. See how that's a level 100 seeker that you can't tame. See? Seekers. See, this area is so... Like, at night, you won't be able to see the sky. This is literally how dark this area will be. There will be no light, no nothing. See? You see what I mean? Like, see how it's kind of glitching a little bit? I mean, you can't see it from my screen, but it is very, like, twitchy. See? You got Carnos galore here. So if you want a Carno, this is your best place to get one. And see when it turns to night, it will be like you won't be able to see stars. That's how dark it will be. See, if I go all the way over here, see, it's lighter. But over there, it's dark, like really dark. And at nighttime, oh, you bet your bottom dollar, that area is going to be pitch black, like midnight black. Like, it will be so dark, you won't be able to see the sky. All you'll be able to see is literally just you'll literally have either a tech sword or this is literally the only thing you'll be able to see. Like, literally. This is literally the only thing you'll be able to see. Is that. You will literally, in here, look, I'll even show you. In here, some of the darker areas, dark spots, like, you won't be able to see. That actually scared me. I thought that Carno was chasing me. I'm happy its sound effects, its crunching, aren't as loud anymore. But, you see what I mean? All you'll be able to see is this. Literally. Like, imagine just the torch. Imagine. You'll still be able to see the trees. Like, I'm not saying you won't be able to see anything. Like, it won't be that black. Like your vision won't be that... That scared me. This area scares the shiz out of me sometimes. Sometimes it does. Like, this is what I'm literally meaning. This area, once it gets nighttime, actually, I'll even change it to night so you can see. See, I just set it to night, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by this area is pitch black. Like, you can't see nothing. See what I mean? The trees even change color here. That's how dark it is. With the light, at least. Look. And then look, when I change the color, then when I, like, change the light, see? It is, like, near dark. Down here. Like, if I go down here, look. All you see is the moonlight. And that. See? Even these guys are awake. They're not fighting each other because they're not here. See? The aberrant megalosaurs are awake. But this area gets dark. And I mean dark. But in Ascended, see how the torch like illuminates it but in a different way? That's what I mean by dark. See? Like it literally, like the light like puts you in like this sphere. It's a sphere of light, pretty much. It puts you in like this orb of light, pretty much, that just kind of crops over everything. See, there's even shoulder pads here, like feather lights and stuff. But if you have a torch in here, in Ascended, get ready to literally be blinded by how dark this area will be. No lie. On to the next map. Now, I've already built a base here, so that's why I chose this one as the second map to be on. Now, hey, this is activated. I made this, by the way. If anyone wants to use this design, they can in their Ascended thing. Just thought I'd give that a shout. Give myself a little bit of a shout out, because I built this. It's literally like a shielded, like, tech hut. Like, I love it. And obviously, I can make it wider, too. Like, really. I can make this, like, the barrier wider, if I can find the radius. There we go. Now, I increased it to maximum on every single one of my things. That way, I have more space for my creatures to fit in. By the way, would love a second version of this, by the way. A tech force field, like, 2, that basically, like, covers not the whole map, but half of it. Like, a specific spot. And and it's a thing you can allow, creatures to walk in and out of course. Like, oh, it disappears. If there, it's gone. If there, it's gone. I love that. But this is valguero. Now, the valguero map is special for Syntac, for people who, well, watch Syntac. Because he builds his base literally right here in the same spot every time. He doesn't change it up. He doesn't change up where his placement is. Obviously, I know why he built here. Here's your answer. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So basically, let me see. Yes. Yeah, you can see me all right. Hold on. BRB. I turned enemy invisible on so the Deinonychus shouldn't attack me. I'm gonna test it with this T-Rex. See, if I punch the Rex. See, I punched it. It didn't turn around, so that's how you know that it's not gonna attack you. If it doesn't see you, Now, I do hope that in Arc 2 they do have it where the dinosaur kind of looks around before a chase. Because that's realistic. Like, they don't just be like, oh, I see you up there. Because that'll make no sense. Like, they wouldn't be able to see that far of a distance. Like, they won't be able to make out the shape of what you are. They would just look at you and then turn away and run. Because they wouldn't know what the player even is. Is the sun going down? The sun's going down. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back now. Okay, so I made this brighter. Mainly, I turned it today, so it's not like dusk and gloomy. So it's like daylight out, so you can see. But this map will have the biggest overhaul of them all. This part of the map, which if you want to know the name of it, if anyone plays Ark Survival Evolved themselves, if they're new to this game, not Ascended, but this game, because Val is not on Ascended, not yet at least. It will be someday. It will be someday. Maybe in 2026. Who knows? But this is the White Cliffs, one of my favorite locations. Obviously, because Syntac used to build here and Riot, so that's why. I think I can find Riot. I know that Syntac used to build right where the Deinonychus were. Like, he used to build right next to the Deinonychus. Like, right smack dab right here. Or not here, not right there. Right here. Like, right here. Right there. Right in that area right there. Because, you know, he always loved that location. But, I think Riot used to build, like, way the frick up here for some odd reason. Oh, I didn't know there was a bridge up here. Huh. I've never been over here. But he used to build, like, way on the outskirts. Like, way on the edges of the map. Which, by the way, why would you do that? Why? Why would you build there? Like, look at all that distance. That would take ages to get from point A to point B. No wonder he stopped doing that. No wonder he stopped his survival series. Bro to just placed a base in a spot that took an hour to get to. Like, why place it there when you can place it right here? Right? Like what? Or, like, he used to have one, I think, up here. Now, obviously, I have a T-Rex that's, like, right up here. I think. Let's see. Because my base is over there. Oh, wait, no. That is, like, right down here. It's right down here. It's right down here. It's right down here. See? You'll see him load in. See? Right there. Now, they don't attack him, which is funny. They don't attack the T-Rex, which is kind of weird. Ark dinosaurs and Ark Survival Evolved to Ascended all act a bit differently. They don't go after non-piloted dinosaurs for some reason in this, compared to Ascended. Like, this is literally the areas Riot would build in, which was up here. Like, up this area, this outskirt area, right around here, all the way leading to the jungle biome. From there, leading over here to the jungle biome. This is literally where the White Cliffs end. It's right here. See how it gets a bit greener? See how the grass changes a little bit? Like, it changes. It changes color. It goes from, like, a soft, like, very, like, plainsy green to, like, a dark, jungly green. But the thing with valguero is this is my favorite area because of Syntac. My favorite area because of Syntac and Riot. I built here specifically for that when I was playing on this map. But my favorite area is right, like, I love building right next to them. Like, right next to their favorite area. Now, if I look, maybe, I don't know why the V is there. But I don't know why I put a V there. I don't know. But this area has, like, some hidden ruins and stuff in it. One of my favorite hidden ruins to build in is right over here where this V is at. Right here. It's right here. Now this area, these ruins will get overhauled. They'll be way bigger. Which, a person I think made this map, which is Nacardis. I would love it if you put me an Easter egg in here. Like a Uteranus, because I love Uteranuses. Also, I'd love to see this door be usable. Yeah, this area be an extra bit of storage for dinosaurs. Because I used to think, excuse me, I used to think of this area as a way to get from here to the other maps when I was really young. Like, this is one of my favorite areas in all of Ark. Right here. Like, one of my most iconic... I'm going to screenshot this. That's how much I love it. Obviously, you have the snow biome, but nothing is as iconic as this area right here. I built a thing over here. I built like, walls leading up over here. You know, to keep, like, creatures from coming in through here and attacking all my dinos. Which they can do. Some of them don't, but a lot of the large carnivores, for some reason, like Rexes and Allos and stuff like that, in Evolved compared to Ascended, aren't as aggressive. They don't really attack anything that's yours. There's just a random mammoth right here that's not moving for some reason. Okay, now you start moving? Okay. He starts moving as soon as I get close. Like, oh, I wasn't doing anything. But the Redwoods will definitely have a big old overhaul. A big old overhaul. This area will be 20 times larger than it is in Evolved. Like, really. Now, there's one specific spot here. Now, I have to find it. It's like near Redwoods. Now, this area used to freak the frick out of me when I was a kid. As a child when I played this. I used to be so unnerved by it. I don't know what made me so unnerved. It was just unnerving to look at. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere. It's somewhere here somewhere. There's a pack of dodo birds and a sloth. Oh, was that a thyla? I'm guessing that's a thyla. A whoosh. Like a whoosh past. Like, I think that triggered a thyla, I think. Where is it? 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 Where is that? I'm looking for trees that are like in alignment with all. There's one specific. Oh, I found it. This area was so unnerving to me as a. This area in Ark Survival Evolved, which is this game, by the way, was super unnerving. Oh my god. Like, I still like this area. Like, this is the this is the broodmother area. Now, you can make out what some of these creatures are. I have never for the life of me made out what this is. I think this is a pteranodon, I think. Yeah, this is definitely a ptero because you can see by the beak. I didn't, wait, that's a new one. I never saw this one. Obviously, this is the OG Rex model. Yeah, this is literally the OG Rex model. I'm not even lying. This is what this was the standard for Ark Rexes looked like in Evolved before it got a remake, a TLC. It didn't look like the one we have today. It was more of like a stubby, it used to run weird. It was a little goofy guy, like a little goofy dude. Like, there's a mammoth on the ground. You can tell about this. Now that's the old mammoth. The old mammoth doesn't have as many spikes. The old man not have any as many spikes. But here's another T-Rex. Like, and there's Onyx and everything down here. There's even people. Wrapped up people in here. See? Wrapped up people. Now this is... Whoa, the game crashed. That actually startled me. I was like, huh? How did it all crash? That's weird. But see, this is another tarot. Here's another person that got stuck in a sticky situation. Literally. Sticky situation. Get it? Because of spider webs. And also, there's just webs everywhere. This is literally, like, the coolest spot in the entire game. Like, bro. Like, the coolest. Because it's literally a crack in the ground that leads straight to a brood mother. Now, there are two ways. This is the way out, by the way. But when the Indom comes, this thing's gonna die within 10 minutes. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Indomitable Duo mod. From Ark Survival Ascended. When valguero comes to the game, and they put the brood mother, now there will be two for me, because I have the tameable one. Obviously they will fight each other. Of course, because it's a tameable brood mother. What do you expect? It's different from the other brood mother, which this is the bigger one, which is a boss. Bosses see mods as enemies. It's very weird, even though they're the same thing as each other. They're just coded differently. Now, what am I talking about by the tameable bosses mod? The tameable bosses, well, that was weird. So here's another T-Rex, but his nose nearly uncovered. See, and this is the cave, but I'm not gonna go in there because it will lag a little bit. But that's this area done. That's this area done, of course. I'm gonna do that again. Now, one of my favorite locations to build is right here by the ocean. Or by the river, anyway. Because this is literally like a little mini herbivore island. Like, this is one of my favorite locations in all of Ark. Now, one place I used to build was right here. Is right there. I used to build right there. And I used to have a base right here. Now, I didn't have a base, like a building. I was just a person that was walking around back and forth between my dinos. I didn't have anything to construct here because, well, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Look. It clips through the floor. That's why I never built in this location, because it clips through the ground. See, in some areas more than others. See, like, I can see, like, right here, perfect. But once you get to, like, other areas, like, right about here, you can see the problem growing as I move this platform. In specific spots, it can go through the floor, like right here, for example, like right about here. See how it's kind of clipping to the floor and off the ground? Yeah. I can see this area being changed to be a little flatter than normal. Now, and I can also see this being built, reconstructed as a full structure, as a fully built structure. Now, I tried to take this and fix it, but that did not work. That did not work at all. It was so hard. But I'll show you even with triangles too. See, like it doesn't really work on this ground. This ground kind of sucks for building. Now, if I had a template, it wouldn't be as hard. But the next area Now we'll see. Now this area will see the biggest overhaul because it will be flatter. Like the mountains in this area will be taken away. They won't have mountains anymore here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is all the mountains. Well, not all the mountains, like the backdrop mountains. No, but this whole area will be cut down. Why? So you can build on it. Because this area is like the most ridiculous place to build. I'll show you why. Because this little island is literally carnivore and herbivore island combined. This, if I had the Indomitable Duo mod in this game, on Evolved, or what's it called? Domination Rex by Garuga. Hoo-wee! Shooey! That mod would destroy everything. Like they would destroy everything here. They would destroy all the herbivores, all the carnivores, everything. Now, obviously, there is a bug with Riot's mod, the Prismarex. I can't talk today for some reason. The Prismarax. And the Prismarax. They're terror birds. Will be very different. Prismarax will... Sometimes the Prismarax mod doesn't spawn well, like in the wild. It kind of just breaks as soon as... Kind of just crashes the game as soon as it spawns in. Even if the map is big enough to support the creature, it still crashes. But here's the prime... As I was saying, here's the prime example of what I meant by... This is literally... Herbivore and carnivore island combined. It has like the same species here. It has 2 different species and stuff like that. That's why this area, this little like woodland pine area, I always synonymize with that. Now the next area is over here. Now this is a tribute to a. See, it says for those that have ascended, literally. See, for those that have ascended, literally, like ascended to heaven. See, Ferox is here. See, this is literally this map never had a Ferox, and this is literally a reference to the Ferox. Yeah, this map doesn't have them on here. This map only has jerboas, otters, and compies. No Feroxes. This is literally a little tribute to a long lost person. I forget who this was a tribute to. Someone had to tell me in the comments. I don't remember what this is a reference to. What that's a reference to. I've kind of forgotten. It's been so long. I don't even remember. Now this little castle here is, well, kind of brutal. Yeah. This is literally the most creepiest place in the entire dang game. Like, I used to get freaked out playing on this. See, this counts as living in a home, but it's not really. This area counts as living inside of a house, by the way. Even though it's not. But under this, if I can find how to get underneath it. If I can find a way to get underneath the building. There is a way. There's a way to get underneath it. Like, I think it's through here, I think? Yes, it is. This leads into a labyrinth. See, this leads into a... It'll lag for a second. Hold on. This leads into a cave down here. This leads all the way down here and out to down here. Into a pathway. Now, that area isn't as dark as the castle in Ragnarok. That one's darker. That one's got literally got dead corpses in it. This one doesn't. I think this one was supposed to, but I don't think it's in here. Well, that's a different castle altogether. I don't really remember. I really do not remember at all. Now this is always my favorite area, because it's like a combo between the snow biome and the... It's a combo between the snow biome and the jungle biome. But over here, in the jungle biome, we got mammoths, we got all your favorite glacial creatures, but one addition that is not on this map, that has to be modded in by the developer. Well, not by the developer, but by anybody. Literally by anyone. See, look, see? This is the edge of the game, like, really. But this whole area, there's one specific place in this whole area that has chunk golems. Well, it's supposed to have a chunk golem somewhere. Just punch a rock. Now, what is a chunk golem? A chunk golem is a snow golem, pretty much. It's just this rocky, it's just ice, but it's not the snow golems you're thinking of. It's a different kind of snow golem. And it's more like the rock elementals. These are more so ice elementals. Just like the ice wyverns. That right here, by the way. These are on Ragnarok, by the way. These things are called ice wyverns, and they are a force to be reckoned with. Now, I will tell you guys when this comes to the game. Now, I don't know if the Halloween event will come to the game, but I definitely remember down in here are regular wyverns. So, if you ever are looking for like the original flavor of wyverns, my voice is still cracking for some reason. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that if you want to find the basic original flavor of wyvern, they're here. They're down here, alright. Like, really, they are literally down here. Like literally, look. There's even an artifact in this whole area. Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's one direction you can go to get out. But this is the way in. This is actually the literal way in. Now, there are normally fire, lightning, and poison wyverns in here, but I am not seeing them whatsoever. I think they're all dead, I think. See, look. See. Level 50 fire wyvern egg. But there's no fire wyvern. Oh, there is. See? This is where you can find the original 3 wyverns from Scorched Earth. So that, I just thought I'd put that in the video. So, to let you guys know about that, once you guys play this map, when it comes to Ark Survival Ascended, because not only do you have this map is very similar to Ragnarok, by the way, and is that you have the 4 wyvern types, but the one out of the 4 is the ice wyvern, and that's on Ragnarok. Now that was only on Ragnarok. It was not on other maps. The only map that has the ice wyvern is this map. Yeah, the only other map that has ice wyverns is literally valguero. But the difference between Ragnarok and Valguero is you can actually find ice wyverns, but you can't get these. You can't get the ice wyverns. They actually have their own little trench. But they're cuddled in with the basic 3 wyverns from Scorched Earth, the fire, lightning, and poison wyverns that you would normally find on Scorched Earth. Now I found one egg. I didn't find a dang lightning one because I don't think the lightnings are in here. I think it's only like that fire egg. But see, this is literally what you can find. Bleh. Calm down. Take a breather for a second. Okay, I was talking a bit too fast. I get really excited when I talk about ARC stuff. So I'm so sorry about that. But what I was trying to say, before I kept jumbling up my words and talking a little too fast, was that this is where you can find fire, lightning, and poison wyvern eggs. They are in this map. I'm basically showing you guys all the secret areas of Valguero. This is like details in Lost Island, Fjördur, Valguero, and Crystal Isles you didn't know about before they released an Ascended type of video. That's what this is. This is pretty much a video structured in a way where you know, this video is meant to be informative, to show you guys what is on this map before the remaster of the map comes at a later date. Yes, at a later date. Was that later date? 2026. I don't know. 2027, 2026? I think. But yeah, this is literally how you get ice wyverns. Is right here in this trench. They have their own trench, but they are packed in with the original 3 wyverns from Scorched Earth. So you basically get all the flavors of wyvern. You get fire, lightning, poison, and ice. Or fire, ice, lightning, and poison. Excluding all the crystal wyverns, at least. Now there is a thing called... I saw that rock move. I saw that freaking rock move. See, look. This is literally a chunk golem. See, if I take something and smack it, like, I don't know. Like a spear. I know what this is. What the world? Oh. I saw this rock move and I was like... See, that's a chunk golem. That is a chunk golem. I didn't think I'd find one on this map. I didn't know if they existed. But this is the chunk golem. This is basically what is called the ice golem. Ah, we'll force name it. I will. BRB. Now, okay. Now I'm back. Now, ignore that it says it's a rock elemental. This is not a rock elemental. This is not at all a rock elemental. This is nothing like a rock elemental. This is a chunk... Basically, this is a chunk golem, pretty much. This is a... Hold on. BRB. There we go. That's basically what this is. It's an ice elemental. thing. It's called. Yeah. Basically, this is basically just a rock elemental ice version, pretty much. This is basically just a rock elemental, does the same daggum things as a rock elemental, throws a rock, does 40,000 damage, a hit. I'm gonna attack that mammoth over there and show you what I mean. This thing is like a powerhouse. Now you can't tame these. Now you may look at this video and be like, but when you have one? I force tamed these. I force tamed this. That's why I had it. This is basically just like I'm gonna give it a saddle actually. Hold on. I know what a rock elemental saddle looks like, so I kinda know a thing or two. So yeah. Let me find it. May have to look in here and go into just scorched earth stuff. Okay, rock golem saddle. Okay. Round level 70. Where is that? Did I pass it? I think I might have passed it. Let me look. Just keep going up. Look. Like 70 something. Like 70. It's around level 70. Hold on, guys. I'll be RB again for the 50th, for the 56 millionth. Okay, I'm back. This is basically what an ice elemental is. Now, if you notice, now look past the way its saddle is. Its saddle is a bit weird. Because this is not a rock elemental. This is an ice elemental. The saddle doesn't really fit on this thing. See? See? You can just tell it doesn't fit. It just doesn't work. Like you can tell by each little piece of it, it just doesn't work. I messed that mammoth up that I knocked it over. Now, some of the best moments from Ark is the goofiness, like, dude, look at that. That's just goofy, dude. Looks like he just went, just, and then look, he got hit by a rock, look like he got, like, pushed over. And then beat up repeatedly. But, that's literally how, this is literally the chunk golem. Now, you may be confused. Why is this pattern doing that? Well, it does that because the ground, it's meant to be like ice. So if I take him out of his normal region and put him in somewhere like, I don't know, like over near the other area, he will literally change colors. I know, I'm pretty good at spotting the things that literally do not belong. See, right here? Another chunk golem. Wanna know how I know? Punch it. Literally. Another chunk golem. Another one. See, another one. Another one. Another one. It's Another one. Now, ignore the fact that it says a wild rock elemental. That is not a rock elemental. It is a chunk elemental. Or a rock elemental. It's a chalk golem, pretty much. See, there's another one. See? See? There's another one. Right there. They're all around this area. So, when valguero Ascended comes out, just be mindful of those. Like, if you see, like, rocks that don't look normal while exploring this area, like right here, for example, see, this can throw you off. This can throw you off, too. Because that's another chunk golem. Obviously, everyone will have, like, modded creatures like Godzilla and junk, but that won't stop this thing. A Godzilla won't stop that. Oh my gosh. It's a Karka. I didn't know Karkas spawned here. I was not aware that they spawned here. Oh, that's cool. But yeah. That's what I mean by those. That chunk golems spawn areas, and they may be, you know, you just, like, when you're on this map, just be careful when exploring, because you don't know what's a chunk golem and what's a normal rock. This area is literally loaded with chunk golems. At least the one up. At least, meaning this area up here. Like, see, chunk golem. Chunk golem. See, there's like two over here. There's two ice elementals. I used to call them ice elementals because it's easier to pronounce than just chunk golem. Like, imagine say chunk golem 5 times fast. Chunk, chunk, chunk. That don't sound like. See, and there's even like, see, there's one right there. See, there over here. See, there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is literally, oh, that's a pretty color one. 5 chunks. 6 chunks. There's literally 6 of these bad boys over here. Now, I will say this, that if there are mods, the mods are going to wipe these things and clean off the face of this entire map. They won't exist. They won't be able to spawn because most of the creatures here will be, like, overpowered as freak. How do I know that? Well, I know people like to crank up their levels to maximum. So there's like 6 of them here. See? Because there's actually no, there's 7 actually. There's 1 down here. See, there's 7. There's the 7th chunk golem. See, this is literally the flattest area here. Literally. And see, this is another chunk golem. I know it is. Nope. Oh, that's not another chunk golem. See, there was, see that other one up here? The other one, like, where is it? 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 See, that one right there is the 7th one, the 7th, and the, what the freak? The 7th and 6th one. I found another one that makes 8. See, the one, see, 8. See, look, see. There's one over there, which is 7, and then there's 8 right here. And then there's 9, literally. This is another chunk. See, I can go right through it. That's how you know it's a chunk golem. You can go right straight through it and it won't pop up. Just smack you in the face. That's a chunk golem. There's literally like 8 chunk golems in this area. Yeah, 8. 8 of them. There's probably like 9 somewhere. Or like a 9th somewhere. Somewhere right here somewhere. I'm not seeing it though. Like, here, BRB. I put times that day on, so it wouldn't, well, you know, the day won't go by so fast. Because Ark's days and Survival Evolved compared to Ascended go by way faster than Evolved, than Ascended. Ascended's days are a lot slower. There's a mammoth in there. There's a mammoth in there. Literally, the paleo-accurate representation of a mammoth trapped in ice. Nice. Ice, nice. Actually, just rhymed. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? See, like, there are literally chunk golems galore here. There's like 8 of them. See, 9. There's literally a 9th one right there. There's 9. Wait, I counted those already. I counted those 2 already. There's still 8. I haven't found a 9th, like a recently spawned, like, 9th one. Anywhere. Like, see, they're literally in abundance up here. Up in the mountains of the snow biome, they're literally in abundance of chunk golems or ice elementals or ice golems up here in the snow biome of this game. Why? Don't know, but they are literally the most OP creature in this game. I'll even show you. Where's that Karcha at? Karcha yet? Where's the Karcha at? I'm gonna show you this. See, there's the Karcha right there I was talking about. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you all this. Before I show you what happens if you take this guy into another area. I'm gonna show you what happens if you pit this against a dang, like, giga-sized creature. It's like 2 times the size. I'm gonna show you what happens. If I throw a rock at it, it's gonna instantly die. And it'll respawn. Of course, because I'm out of stamina. Shoot. Yeah, let me let my stamina regen. I'm gonna boost my stam, actually. It won't be able to see me, though. Let my stamina regen now. I put... See, there's another chunk elemental. See, he went back into hiding. See, look, watch. See, I'm gonna go over to it. It won't be able to see me, though. Because I'm invisible. If you're riding a creature, by the way, and you have enemy invisible on, it won't... See, it'll just ignore you. See? I'm, like, invisible to this thing. See, if I throw this... See, if I throw a rock at this, See, it can't see me. Even if I'm doing this. Stop moving! For 10 seconds. I can't hit this thing if it keeps moving around. I have to freeze it. So if I hit this thing, look. I just missed. Why are you going inside the wall? See? 4,000 damage. And it's got it's like bloodlust after effect. If I go and smash this thing, look. See, 3,000. 4,000. What's the other attack button again? See, oh yeah, figured it out. It's like weird punch thing it does where it punches. I know I'm killing a Karcha just for the sake of entertainment. I'm killing it because I want to. I don't want to kill a Karcha just because I want to. See? 1,000. See, that's how much this thing will kill your Karcha. See, that's how much a chunk golem can do. If you let it hit you enough. No, you don't. See, look. It's just healing now. But look. See, I just killed a Karcha level 11. With a chunk golem, of all things. That's literally... and imagine that much damage to something higher than the level that this thing is. This thing is literally level 24, and it killed that thing. Imagine that, imagine this, imagine a chunk golem at level 180, or 500, or higher. The thing would literally destroy anything. Anything. It will kill anything. It literally killed a Karcha. It literally killed this thing. By the way, this is my favorite creature in the entire game. And it destroyed this thing like it was nothing. Like, really, excuse me. Like, it destroyed it like it was nothing. Like, and I'm not even kidding. Chunk golems are everywhere in this area of the map. Everywhere. Like, you can't tell what's a chunk golem from... like, you can't tell what a chunk golem is from any other rock. Really, you can't. They're literally indistinguishable. Indistinguishable. I swear. Like, I swear these things are indistinguishable from the rest of the rocks in this area. Like, there's not even one here. They're all the way over here in the higher climates of this map. Like, over here, like in this area up here, there is like a rare occurrence of a chunk golem being in this area, like 1 or 2. Like, oh shoot, don't you even dare do that. You would make me despawn. Like, it literally almost made me despawn. Literally. Like, there's literally a part of the map. But back to the video title of this actual video. But in this video, this area will look very different. Obviously, it'll look the same way from like a nostalgia standpoint, but it'll be fundamentally different. Like, this obelisk will be moved over there. Because the amount of times I have seen people fall in here not knowing what the frick they're doing. Now, obviously, I know that the boss in here is going to change, of course. Like, Nicardus makes, like, different bosses for different areas. Now, I will let you guys in on a fun fact. This area was going to have the Megapithecus. Yes. Just like how there's a roaming broodmother, there was going to be a roaming Megapithecus. At least on the modded version, it was a roaming It was a roaming Megapithecus somewhere. I think it was like here, I think. I don't know. But all I know is there was a roaming Megapithecus somewhere in this map. Down here. Like down in this area where this like portal thing was. Obviously, he was put inside the boss arena. Just the Broodmother was the only like mini boss to be brought into this game. But there was and this area will change as well. By the way, if you want to know what this is, by the way, this is the tundra. The tundra will also change too. Will be fundamentally different. Like, so you got ruins like this. You got little areas like this that look really neat. Now all of these, this area will change, be different from the way it used to look from Ark Survival Evolved, which is what this game is. And obviously this area here will change too. Like, this is also an area I like too. But this is more so like a grassy plateau area. This is more so like the other areas of the map. BRB. Anyway, sorry about that. But this area of the map is basically this area, the lake area will change as well. Now, I'm going to show you another secret. It lies at the very corner of the I think right here, I think. No. I think right here. Because there's a hole somewhere under a waterfall of some kind. I know that there's a secret aberration area. Somewhere. Yes, there is an aberration zone on this map. Yes, there is. Now this area will definitely change. Definitely. I can see this area being covered in literally, Moral Rexes. Moral Rexes and lots of other things. Among other things. But right up here, I think. Let me see. Am I right? No. I am wrong. That's not it. Where is it? No. Is this it? No. Sorry guys, I am going kind of fast because I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find this. I remember it was somewhere. I don't remember where. Because there was it's in a hole with a waterfall in it. Let's see. Is it over here? No. I know it isn't. Is it? No. Is this it? I don't think so. Because I don't see any holes in the ground. Yes, there's a secret. What the frick? Where is it? It's around here somewhere, I know it. The tech raptor attacking. I'm trying to find it. It's a secret and it's somewhere around here. It's around here somewhere. Like, there's literally a waterfall that goes... I'm trying to find it. It's somewhere around here somewhere. Either that or we have to go through the map, which I don't want to do. I think it's over there, I think. This has ocean crap in it. Wait a minute, this is linked to the ocean, isn't it? There's megalodons in it. I know it does, because you got coral with no other, like, river has coral in it. At least not this. Not this. This one shouldn't have that. That's weird. Well, I know I was here. I swear. Where is it? Where is this? Found it. See? You want to come here. By the way, if you want to know where this area is, it's like right smack dab in the center. It's like right near the wall, the border of the game, and this castle right here. It's like right by those 2 points. But when you come here, you go down into this waterfall area, but then you keep going down. It just lagged. You just keep going down. Then you enter. See, it lagged. It stuttered a little bit. See? And then you enter this a mini version, not like a size accurate, a mini version of Aberration. See? Mini. Teeny tiny version of Aberration. Yeah, literally, like, teeny tiny. I mean, like, mini as in mini. This is like like a shrunk down version of literally the entirety of the map of Aberration. See, you got the Emerald Forest. See, you got Emerald Forest, or the safe, or what's it called from Aberration, dude. The frickin', what's it called? I don't remember what it's called. The surface. Well, not the surface. The safe area. Basically, the safe area from Aberration. But if you keep pushing forward and you keep going through, then you enter Rockwell's area, the radiation zone. Yes, with everything in it. Now the only thing that's missing is Rockwell himself. Yeah, he's not here. I wish he was. That'd been cool. Because it'd be a five-way boss fight. I would have loved that. I would have loved the freak out of that. That'd be fun. Like after you kill like all the basic Ark Survival Evolved Guardians, you then have to kill Rockwell. That'd be neat. So then you have this with element crystals everywhere. Now, I will tell you, you may notice something weird about this area. Where are all the rock drakes? Yeah, they're not here. It's cold in this room, by the way, so if you see me twitch, it's because it's cold. Yeah, rock drakes are not here. Well, I think. Well, yeah, they are here. They are here, but they're not here. If that makes any sense. Like, they're supposed to be here. That and Reapers are meant to be on this map, but they're not here. But they're not here. Now you'll see. Now, when I'm going through these maps, you'll see what I mean by that they change. This area switches up a bit. And you will see what I mean by this area switches up a little bit towards when you go to like Lost Island and Fjördur. Reapers and rock drakes are actually on those maps, but they didn't add rock drakes to this one because it didn't, you know, there was no way to get them. By the way, sorry if it's a bit like cloudy in here. It gets like that in this game. I don't know why my screen gets all fuzzy down here, but it does. It's very strange. By the way, do not bring any creatures that are aberration creatures. They will get radiation sickness. Yes, literally unlimited radiation sickness. That doesn't go away, even if you cryopod it. What do I mean? Okay, creatures like rock drakes do not exist on this map. So they are not immune to their own effects. The own effects of the map. That they were created for. So if you put them in a small little biome like this, they'll get radiation sickness. Pretty much. Because the game is like looking like, oh, you spawned a Reaper, or spawned a Reaper or a Rock Drake, not in here, but you take it down there, it will automatically get radiation sickness. Automatic radiation sickness. Now, let me find my way out. This is literally the secret. So basically, you can say that valguero was the original, well, not the original idea for this map, but it was the see, it's glitching. See how it's glitching a little bit? It's because it's deloading everything, which won't happen on Ark Survival Ascended. The lag and the glitching thing won't happen. It'll just auto load and it'll be done. Like, it'll render without the lag, pretty much. Pretty much. And that's really it for this map. Pretty much. Like, this map isn't gonna come out for a while. So I decided I would show you what it looked like before. I may do a video if they fix Ascended a little bit. You know, when they fix Ragnarok and purify it of all lag and crashes. Like I did with the center. Because on the center map in that game, it was so bad. Like, super bad. Super bad. So I'm going to take my character back right here and plant him here, and because in this game compared to Ascended, it autosaves. So yeah. So I do this. But the next map, I'll show my screen this time, is Lost Island. Now these come after all the original maps, all the original custom arcs, like the Center, Ragnarok, Valguero. They come after them. I'll turn my thing off so you don't hear double in the background. But oh boy, let's stretch. Oh, oh shoot! I gotta close my eyes for 1 minute and then everyone's here. Basically, this is the Lost Island map. Ignore all these. Ignore all these. These are just the creatures I have. Yes. These are all creatures from previous places. But that's the point. That's not the point of this video. Not the point of the video. The point of the video is not on the creatures. I'm gonna put it on to 10 o'clock when it's day, so it's not nighttime, and show you around this big old map. This map was my favorite when it came out. I will be so happy when it comes to Ascended, because this is like the largest map in the whole daggum game. For obvious reasons. Volcano, mountains everywhere. It literally feels like home. Literally. If you know what I mean by feels like home, you know what I mean. I'm not going to name names because I'm not going to dox myself. But, okay, where should I start first? I'm going to start with the lava zone. Or as it's called, Zunaloa. Zunaloa. Now, this is a cave that has... Wait a minute. You see me, don't you? Yes, 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 you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. BRB, guys. Hold on. Okay, so. I know it's very weird seeing me move from out here to in there, but okay. This is the Magmasaur cave on here. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that this cave will be in this game when, Genesis Part 2 comes out. Or should I say, Genesis Part 2. That was right, yeah. After Gen 2 is when this map and Fjördur come out. So basically Fjördur and or Fjördur, however you want to roll the R in that word, basically will, I would say, come out after. Now, the joke that people often put out is Ragnarok, but it's not Ragnarok. They actually made that map perfect. So, and what do I mean by perfect? They made it perfect. So, basically, when when it comes to Magmasaurs, you won't see these until Genesis Part 1 on that on the Gen 1 map first. Then after Gen 2, they'll come to this map when the map, and they'll come with this map when it releases. But that will be after the 2 story maps. So after Lost Colony, pretty much, which I will play, by the way. Now, don't expect a series on that game. Don't expect it, because you know how that game is. It lags way too much. It's not, especially with my laggy frame rate screen recorder on my Phoneo. It will lag a lot, like a lot. But this is the cave for Magmasaurs. See, the Magmasaurs live in here. The lava is the same lava from Ark Genesis Part 1. And this is what Magmasaur nests look like. They're like little craters. So you'll get an egg, either an egg right here or right here. See, this is literally an entire Magmasaur nest. All of these are Magmasaur nests. See? Well, maybe not all of them, but some of them will show you that they are Magmasaur nests. Some of them, at least. And be word of warning when any of you play Ark Genesis Ascended. Those things, Magmasaurs, are no slouches when it comes to firing. When it comes to aim. If you're running in a straight line, you better start doing zigzags, because if they can land, they hit like that. It's like a dang projectile being fired into the air. That's how they hurt you with their fire breath. And they could also smack you around, but it doesn't do nearly as enough damage as their breath attacks do. Their breath attacks are worse. So if they shoot their breath attack into the air, if it hits you, it insta-kills you. Like, literally instantly. It will one-shot you if it hits you. I'm not going to experiment with that, by the way. And also, in Ark Genesis Part 2, you will have to run into an active volcano, which... What the literal freak? What the world? And also, you'll run into these, which are a Margosaurus, which are dying because they're in lava, like a bunch of idiots. See, these are a Margos. Why did a Margos spawn up here? What the world? Oh, I get it. It was hard and hardened. The lava was hardened, and then it heated up, and then killed them. Yeah. Basically, this is a new creature that will be active on this map. Now, I don't know if they will put those on other maps, because that's what they didn't do with. That's what they did with the Margosaurus. They put the Margo and the baboon, the Dinopithecus, on the same map. You could spawn them in using admin commands before the map released. And I will show you where to find the Dinopithecus right quick. So if you want to find a Dinopithecus, at least when Ark Survival Ascent, when Lost Island Ascended comes out, that is a mouthful. Lost Island Ascended. I'm going to try to say that 5 times fast. Lost Island Ascended. Yeah, that is hard. That is really difficult. That's going to be like... Whew. I will just shorten it to LLA. Lost Island Ascended. Or, no. LIA. Lost Island Ascended. Not LLA. There's no two L's in island. There's just one. The beginning of the word island is an I, not an L. What am I saying? But this is where you'll find Dinopithecus. Now, the main place you're gonna find Dinopithecus in this game, in Ark Survival Ascended, when this map comes out on Ascended later, like next year, is you're going to find. See, look, there was. Nope, that's not a Dinopithecus. See? Whoa, I never seen. That's a weird color. There. What? Okay, there are Christmas colors. I just noticed that. There are Christmas colors. What the world? Did they never turn Christmas mode off? See, these are the things I was talking about. These are called Dinopithecus. Dinopithecus are like baboons. They can crawl on walls. They can throw poop at things. I'll quickly demonstrate. One quick second. I got one, but I didn't get the one I wanted, which was the purple one. But this is what Dinopithecus do. This is a Dinopithecus, guys. Here, let me go into third person. Hold on. Let me go into third person. Third person. Third person. Hello. See, this is. I'm already in third person. I'm at orbit camera. This is a Dinopithecus. Now, if I go in the crafting recipe and I find a grenade, yes, a grenade, like tech grenades or something, this is what happens. If I can find tech grenades. Yes, these things are able to throw grenades. You could call them grenade apes. Great ape, grenade ape, Basically, and you can also put a helmet on them, by the way. Oh, right, they use the ball grenades. They don't use the daggum other grenades. What am I thinking? They use original grenades. They don't use. They use the explodey grenades. They don't use the tech explodey grenades. Let me find those. Sorry, I'm cut off the Sorry, I'm like cut off screen. I'm sorry about that. Ugh. Let me see. Did I pass them? I think I did. Now I will let you guys know about this guy's ability. Find the regular grenades. BRB, I guess. Okay. These are the grenades. These are the grenades. Okay. Oh yeah, I need poop. Yes, you need dookie. Yes, you need dookie. Okay, let me see. You need to make it dookie. pretty much. Basically, need to make it sprint and eat at the same time, pretty much. I actually nailed him. That's funny. See, there's a Thyla. Yeah, these things can tank Thylas. Like nobody's business. See, and these things do have a jump, by the way. Yes, they are like every other ape in this game where they can jump. And they can grapple onto trees, too. See, some of the creatures in this game don't have any time to react. They just get absolutely slapped by this thing. By this thing. See, this is what this thing can do. This thing can climb like a Thyla. Except, it's a little bit more... And... See? Poop. Pick up the poop. See? See, it's able to throw turds. Look. I just missed. Oh, here we go. He literally just got shook and then just didn't do anything about it. I'm just gonna... That's actually... Wow. I just smacked. Well, he found another one. He found another. That's how life works currently. And yes, it can snag poo. And he can chuck a grenade at a bear. It literally just shrugged it off. See how it's just rolling on it? That's literally what it does. All this thing does is do that. I just... That was just hilarious. I smacked that thing on its freaking face. I just threw a grenade onto a dang thing's stupid face. I'm just having fun now. I went to go eat him and go bite at it, take a bite, and he went, and just died. But yeah, this is literally all it does. It's basically just a glorified Ferox. This is basically all it does. Is literally just throws grenades. I'm just trying to chase this bird. I almost had it. Just have that. I just killed a terror bird using a grenade with a monkey. Now before this game's servers got taken down, in this game, well, they didn't get taken down. They discontinued this for Ark Survival Ascended. But this game will always be my favorite. I will bookmark this guy. What? Oh yeah, right. I forgot you. I can't track you because I didn't tame you. I didn't really tame you, really. Ignore that noise. My chest just felt weird. Need to get my wigglies out. I just punched the monkey in the butt. But that's the Donopithecus for you. Now, on to what I was gonna do before I got distracted. I'm playing with a dang Donopithecus. Those are the two creatures that will come to Ark Survival Ascended when this map comes to the game. But on this map there's a cave called the Ferox, as I titled the Ferox Cave. Now I will show you why it's called the Ferox Cave. Now, see, here's an Amargasaurus. I'm gonna force tame this real quick. I didn't force tame you. Whoops. I always do that sometimes. Now, yeah, I know it looks a bit strange, but hold on. Let me grab the saddle. And what a Margot saddle looks like, so. You can unlock it around like at a certain level, I think. I don't know which level you unlock it though. That's Magmasaur, Basilisk. Yes, there are basilisks in this game. Desmodus. Desmoduses are not on here. That's Rock Drake. Tropio. Which I would have flown, but I would have like gone stardom if I did that. Amargo. This is an Amargasaurus. This is what the Margo does. By the way, I love its little goofy animation. It's got 4 base abilities. It's got armor, armor pierce. Sure, these. Heat. And cold. And back to armor. I'll showcase it on another one of these. So, this will break armor. Which, that doesn't have, by the way. See? By the way, the reason why I just actually killed it is because I'm, well, higher level than everything else in this game. Heat spikes. Do 0 damage, but they burn. See? It's doing damage. You chasing me right now? No. See? And then under the... See, and also that can happen too. If you're right next to it, you can your spikes also deal damage to things. So I would advise you guys be careful on when you're switching horns, because if you do this and there's a creature underneath it, like I'll be like right underneath it. I'm gonna try to like. Well, I tried. I'm trying to get right up close to it. See? And there's also these things. Yes, there are also extinction creatures on here. But I won't be able to hit this thing. But if I'm doing this, see? That's what I mean. If you do like the active spikes thing, change spikes, it will kill creatures instantly. I mean, it makes sense. You're kind of just rubbing your spikes on them. You're kind of just jabbing them with the end of... That is a pretty mammoth. That mammoth's gorgeous. I'm gonna screenshot that color scheme so I can use it on mine. I've never seen a mammoth in blue and purple. It looked prettier, but it needs to die. See, hey, standing up. See, there's a wyvern right there. See, wyverns. There are wyverns on here too. Yeah, so there's more than just. See. Now if I fall down here. If I fall down here, this is another way of getting feroxes. And by the way, my favorite creature that they ever added to Ark was this. Was the like interchangeable spikes. I loved that. I will always love it. Always, always, always. But that's it for the Amargasaurus. Because the next thing is way the frick over here. Now, what I mean by the next thing? Because this is literally called the Ferox Cave for a reason. Now it's like right over here. Getting closer. Getting closer. That's a pretty, alright. I forgot. It's like under here, I think. It's like the other one, I think. I don't think it is, actually. I actually don't think it is. I don't believe. Is it? Is it under here? No. I'm trying to remember where it's at. It's somewhere. Oh, right here. Found it. I found it. Now, it might lag a little bit. It's trying to load in. But yeah, this is an aberration cave, or as I call it, the Ferox Cave. This is literally what this cave is. Literally, it's got Feroxes in it. Now this is home. Now this is home to an artifact. So yeah, you know it's gonna be lit, as in gonna be bad. Now, coming in through here, you'll see that there's no feroxes. Because, well, you have to give them what they want, which is element. Because see, I'm looking for them and I don't see them. Because they're so teeny tiny. Sometimes they even hide when I'm actually trying to find some. Now to grab some element. Let me see where's element. Okay. I could have cryopotted them the whole time. I'm so dumb. Why did I not do that? I'm just gonna give myself a couple of pieces of element. A couple pieces of unstable element. Because I know that they're here, so... la la la. I don't see a single ferox in here. See, that's what I mean by this is like an artifact cave. It's got artifacts in it. But where are all the creatures at, by the way? See, this is what I meant by this is literally got this thing in it. Female glowtail level 35. It's got glowtails in here. Let me look around. Glowtails. No. That. An aberrant bug. Huh. Now that if I find one, they won't be lured to element. So yeah. And also, I don't think since they can't really see me, there's no creatures in here. So it just added 5 element for nothing. So yeah. But basically, feroxes are supposed to spawn in here. But they're not. They're supposed to, anyway. I'm telling the truth because there are literally glowtails down here. Oh, poor thing. There are literally, you know how I know there's literally glowtails down here. Are they like the brush or something? I think they are. Or they're dead. Either one. Because sometimes they die in here. Yeah, I know. Shocker. Right? How do I know that they die in here? Because they do. Because they literally do. Like, there will be like 50, 60 creatures in this cave, and then they'll all be dead. Really, that ain't even a joke. They will literally be dead. Because they don't have element to eat, so they're in their weaker state. They don't transform like normal feroxes do, like where they could just instantly transform into their bigger form at will. The ones in this cave can't, at least. At least not in this cave. But I know they're in here somewhere. If I were to go through these walls, I'd probably be able to find one on the top part of the cave, probably. I'd do that right quick. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me see if I can't find one under the map or one on top of the cave, because sometimes you could probably find one that's just lingering on the top part of the cave, like on like the, you know, like up here somewhere, or what the world? Is that just a light? Yeah, that's just a light. So, are there just no creatures at all? Or did I just pass a trigger? Yes, I see a light pet. I see a vet. Oh, it's just you. It's just you. Ugh. Okay. So I didn't see any more any other ones. I'm like going around the thing because there's only two drops in this thing. There's this blue drop which is right here, which is right here. And then there's a red drop, which is, well, there's only a blue drop and a yellow drop. The yellow drop is right there. So where are the Feroxes anyway? I swear they're in here somewhere. 'Cause I remember I saw them. I've seen them in this cave. How can they not? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Let me do this right quick. Hold on. BRB, guys. Well, as long as remote play doesn't stop abruptly. I hate it when it does that, but BRB. Okay, so I turn it on false, so that way, if I exit the cave, go back toward it, it should reload. You should reload in with all the creatures in it, right? There's normally like carnos and spiders and stuff, icky stuff. At least there should be. What? Where are they? I'm gonna put this right on my hotbar. Do I just need to leave the entire cave and go back to the surface? Hope not. See, look. There are just glowtails everywhere. There's more glowtails than I've seen feroxes. More glowtails down here than I've seen any other creature besides a glowtail. What? Like seeing a reptile. Anybody remember Dino Trucks, man? It's a really good TV series. I used to love it. As a little wee lad of me. But like, it's like, normally there'd be like a Carno or two down here. Really? I'm not even kidding. There literally was like a Carno or two down here, picking off the little tiny creatures in here. I'm just gonna exit the entire cave for a brief moment. So let it, you know. I'm in ghost mode, and oh, that's why I'm in ghost mode. That's exactly why I'm in ghost mode. There's no creatures in here because I'm in freaking ghost mode, and nothing is able to spawn because it can't freaking see me. Oh, wait, what? What's down here? Oh, this leads back over here with Glowtail McSpazatron. I like how I knocked it out by just punching it once. I like how I just knocked them out. That's funny. To me, it's funny because it's like, Anything? No? Because there are normally usually creatures in here. But I'm not seeing any. So... Huh? Oh. Here's the dang other thing. This map also has ice wyverns. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Also, this map also has ice wyverns in it too. By the way, so this is another map where you can find ice wyverns. I had completely forgotten about that. By the way, for the record, I completely forgot that this map had ice wyverns. I completely overlooked that. Looked for it, but if you want to know where it is, it's right here on Evolved. Now, I know I keep yapping about the game and other stuff, but and showing you where all the spawns are for on here. I'm just gonna say this once. Everything about this map will change. Everything. Everything to the volcano, to the hills, to the plains area, to everything. Everything. This map will be doubled in size as well. I know this because it will happen. It happened with Ragnarok, so maps of this caliber will be doubled in size. Why does my camera keep doing that? Stop that. Keeps doing that thing where the screen keeps zooming in where you can't see nothing. See, here's like a little tiny little highlands area. Little bitty highlands area. I've never been in the oceans in this, but I know that it's crazy. I just know. By the way, this part of the map always used to freak me out. Right here. Because it was a random roar right here. I don't know if it was here or it was over here. Now, if I could remove all the trees, I would. I don't know why, but at nighttime you used to hear like something really scary sounding. But I will show you some Easter eggs. What was that? Oh, that was a galley. That was a raptor. Shoot. See, this particular place and on this map scares the crap out of me. Because it makes me wonder what's lurking in the shadows. That's why it freaks me out. But if the jungle thing looks familiar, by the way, in this area there is literally a roar in this exact spot. For some reason. I don't know why the Lost Island creators decided to put something spooky in this map, but they did. And it scares the living crap out of me every time. Want to know why? Because I always think there's someone in my game. Stop. Can we have developers that stop doing that, please? I get it's to raise tension, but this this is a kid's game, mostly. Can we not scare children, please? Please? I heard that. Or the whoom. There, I'm gonna turn this up. Just turning my volume up. Or was it not here? Someone in the comments, remind me where that one place with the roar is at, because something spooky happens in this. By the way, the audio will be a little louder than usual. I'm not getting close, because if you get close to this area, it makes like a roar. Something like evil is lurking around your world. Around this island somewhere. Which then scares me half to death. Really, it does. I'm not even kidding. Obviously, that will be removed and, Lost Island Ascended. That will be removed. Because it's a new team. Like, really. It's like the old team of developers behind Ark Survival Evolved are not part of this. They are literally not. The ones that made Ark Survival Evolved are not a part of this. So it's literally going to have some details removed. Like, the scariness of this map. Lost Island is one of the spookiest maps you will ever play in your life. Like, if anyone's new to Ark, by any chance, go to this location and put your volume all the way up. And just listen. There are literally videos that play the do 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 to this part of the game, to this part of this map, and you literally hear a roar. You literally hear a roar. Now the roar is don't quote me on this because I don't have an idea why or what it is, but the roar is a reference, I think, to Predator. Because his weird, goofy roar he does in that film, where his legs are bow-legged for some reason. Don't know why he's bow-legged. He's like bow-legged, and he pulls the mask off, and he goes like, ugh. He goes like that. He roars in the air with his back arched, like this, like Bendy does in his game. Which I hope you guys have seen that playthrough. It's a good watch. I actually thought of redoing Bendy again, be honest. But this time with my phone plugged in. Yes, I thought about replaying all of Bendy again. No reason, it's just... You hear that? Trying to figure out the down button. Listen, just listen. I turned my volume up, so if there's a spike between the last snippet of this video and between the whole other maps in this video and this, or if they just auto resets, just listen to this part. Like, okay. Okay. If anybody plays Ark Survival Evolved, go to this area. Go to this. If anybody's new to Ark Survival Evolved, go to this area on Lost Island. This exact spot. Like right here. At 60, 70. Latitude. At 60, 70 latitude, go to this spot. Right here. And if you listen, you will hear a sound that's like... You'll hear it sound like a roar of a creature that's unknown to me. But I know it's not real, it's just an audio that's there. It still scares the little crap out of me. I remember when I first came over and heard it, I was like... I was literally horrified. This area horrified me. I refused to go over here. There's literally a reason I refused. I refused to go over here because it actually scared me. But that was when I was like, what? Listen. See, this is fake, by the way. The roar is fake. It's not real. That is a beautiful raptor, by the way. See, it's gone now because I moved past it. That area is the only area. The 70-60 or 60-70 latitude is the only spot in this entire game. Literally, the only place, only spot that roars, that makes a scary sound. Anywhere else does not make that noise. But I'm going to show you guys some Easter eggs on this map, because there are a couple. There's one that's a bunker. Now, some of you may not get this reference, but it's a reference that I think Castaway. What was that? Oh, it's just a tech raptor. Doggone tech raptor. Don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. It's a reference to Castaway. Castaway, and I think Predator. Basically, the bunker is meant to be a reference to Predator, and I think Castaway. But there is a Castaway reference in this game. Yes, I had to find it first, though. Hold on. BRB, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I did a little research and I found the Easter eggs. Okay. The first Easter egg, we gotta go up this way. I gotta go up this way. Like that way. That way-ish. Now, this Easter egg may be familiar to some of you. But there is an island that's way far out. Okay, no, well, no, actually. It's over here. It's like right over there, like right about there. That is very far away from the main island. Ring a bell? Anybody? Huh? The boat? See? This ring a bell? This is surreal, bro. I actually found this in 2020, in the big 25. Wow. Took me 18 years to find this in this game. This is so cool. Now, I originally thought this was there was a Predator reference in here. By the way, if anyone's an Ark modder, please do that. That'd be nice. Well, a sketch of him. Like, because you can't put, like, props from Alien or else, 20th century you will get pissed with Ark. Or 20th century will get really, really mad. They'd get real mad. Like, really mad. Where is this? Where's the thing at? Isn't there like a cave somewhere? Oh, I found it. Wait, what? This is not it. Oh, I found it! It's Wilson, everybody! It's Wilson! Wilson! Wilson, I'm gonna screenshot this because this is dope. I love that. It took me forever. I almost didn't. I didn't really find him or want to find him in Stranded Deep, but it only took Ark Survival Evolved to find him. Now the next one, okay, the next one is a roar. Now it's from a Draconis thing. It's like right here, I think. Or, what was it again? Okay, this is Scuttle Inlet, so this is not it. So, where the lighthouse was, I think. Way over here. Killister's Ridge. Wilderness. I like how it calls the ocean wilderness. That's funny. Saber Lagoon. Sabario. Wait, what? Boot Crow Beach. Wait. I think this is it, I think right over here. Listen. My cousin's calling me. I'll be right there in a second, bro. Hold on, guys. Okay, everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear the roar. Because it plays throughout certain parts of the day. Or is this not the wait? This is not the right place. What am I doing? This is near. The roar is near the thing. What am I doing? But that's really it for this map. Now the last map is Fjördur. Fjördur is the last map in this. So let's go to Fjördur. And that'll be the end of this video because I got something to do with my cousin. Okay. Now this is this is the last map to do in this video. Maybe dark, so by the way, this is what I mean by Fjordur's gonna have to be brightened up. Yeah, Fjordur is like very dark. It's a very dark map. You can tell. How do I? It's not one to do the thing. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait until daylight in order for y'all to see the map, but I guess I could go around. It may be a bit dark, so if you can't see, I'm sorry. That's just how it has to be for the moment. But this is Fjördur. It's a Nordic map. You got I have the whole map right here, so this is literally all of Fjördur. You got up here, you got down here, you got all this. But the differences in this map will change once it comes to Ark Survival Ascended. Differences of that being here, the volcano. The volcano will be way brighter, way bigger, and better than ever. Portals will be different. Stuff like this cavern area will be different as well. This is like a little, see, you have runes. Runes will be in Explorer notes. That's basically what runes are. Basically this map's version of Explorer notes. And whoops, that way the map doesn't crash. Yeah, I know I didn't show much of Lost Island, but